Hello and welcome to LingualNet's Superlearner Fluency course. LingualNet is the platform for our courses. Superlearner is the brand of the course which follows a certain style of teaching and learning. And Fluency is the focus of the course to help you, the student, become more fluent, more comfortable, more proficient in spoken English. So this course is designed for you if you're looking for ways to come to the next level of fluency in speaking English. My name is Dr. Michael Rost, and I am going to be your host and your coach for this module. In each module of the Superlearner course, we have a focus on a single topic. You can do the course in any order, but we would like you to do each module all the way through so that you can really go deeply into the topic. The topic of this module is sports. We're going to ask you 5 questions, and we're going to watch 3 students answer these same 5 questions. The questions are, do you like sports? What's your favorite sport? Why do you like it? What is the role of exercise in staying healthy? What is the most popular sport in your country? Do you think the Olympics are important? Why or why not? So we're going to look at these 5 questions, and we're going to discuss the communication strategies that the students use to answer these questions. So if you're ready, let's get started. First, do you like sports?
I like sport. It's fun. It's fun. It's released stress for me. So I love swimming. It's fun and relaxing, and I sometimes play table tennis with my friends too. Sport helped me feel like I'm a kid. So I like to win a lot. So I like to become active in sport.
Okay. What's your favorite sport and why do you like it?
My favorite sport is swimming because it's easy. Oh, it's not easy, but it's easy for me. And I've been learning swimming since I was a kid. And that is the only sport I know. When I swim, I feel like a different person. It's a good exercise. It's a healing effects for me too. So when you swim, you don't feel too tired because you're floating and the water is hugging you and all that. So you can go on and on longer than when I do cardio. So I love it.
What's your favorite sport and why do you like it?
My favorite sport is swimming because it's easy. Oh, it's not easy, but it's easy for me. And I've been learning swimming since I was a kid. And that is the only sport I know. When I swim, I feel like a different person. It's a good exercise. It's a healing effects for me too. So when you swim, you don't feel too tired because you're floating and the water is hugging you and all that. So you can go on and on longer than when I do cardio. So I love it.
So what is the most popular sport in your country?
Okay, so the most popular sport in Vietnam is soccer. It's the king sport in Vietnam. And, whenever we win an international game, it's like a festival in our country, right? People pouring out to the streets, celebrating, yelling. Police is everywhere because they have to direct the traffic. But it's very fun. And right now we have many famous and popular soccer players. And we also have one popular coach from Korea because he came here. And I think Vietnamese people kind of thankful to him because he's the one that helped Vietnam get so many winning games so far for the recent years. So, yeah.
What is the role of exercise in staying healthy?
Oh, the real exercise. It's the same thing as everyone says. You cannot stress this enough. So, so your body has to move. It was built for movement. So exercise is like gasoline. It's fuel your life. It's help you to get the energy. For me, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to go to the gym and work with the weightlifting. That's called exercise. You can do like jogging, walking around when you're sitting in the office table a lot. You can do swimming, stretching. Also, can be exercising. It doesn't have to be competitive sport.
Yes. Do you think the Olympics are important? Why or why not?
To be honest, I don't follow Olympics games that much, but I do think Olympics are important for the following reasons. Whenever you watch athletes and people competing, it's like a motivational videos, right? It makes you feel like, oh, this person works so hard. I can do it too. So it makes you feel that you can work harder, you can push harder with whatever you do in life. And it's a metaphor for your life. It shows us like people don't have limits and that we can do whatever we set our mind to. It's hard. Like some people can do it, but it's like an example of what a human being capable to do. So what I read from watching Olympics. And one more point is that Olympics are we can call it a United Nations because everyone coming all around the world to come and compete with each other, compete, cooperate, and work towards something. So I think it's very important.
Okay, so that is our first interview about sports with Tan. How was that interview for you? Was it interesting? Did you find anything especially interesting or meaningful to you? Did you notice that Tan gave some original answers? Now, in the Super Learner Fluency course, we cover a lot of communication strategies. And in this episode, we want to focus on one communication strategy called give original responses. Notice how Tan gives original responses by using metaphors and comparisons. For example, she talks about, I feel like a kid when I'm doing sports. She's comparing herself now to when she was a child. She talks about swimming. It has a healing effect, or it's like the water is hugging you. These are comparisons and metaphors that help you to get an original sense of her answer. She says, when our country's soccer team wins, it's like a festival. She talks about exercise is like gasoline, a fuel for the body to give you energy. When she discusses the Olympics, she talks about it's like the United Nations. So these are ways to give original responses by using comparisons and metaphors. So when you answer the questions, please think of some original ways that you can express your ideas. So now that you've listened to Tan's interview, I'd like you to go back and listen again. This time, open the workbook for the course and do the exercises in the workbook. And then get a recording device, either a phone or some external recording device, and record your own answers to the questions. So be sure to open up, give your own ideas, show your willingness to communicate, use positive body language, and of course use think time to plan your answers and give some original answers. So once you've done that, the workbook exercises and the recording, that's the end of today's episode. Good work, and we'll see you in the next episode.